Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am back testing new products from Guerlain, Huda Beauty, new Dior. I told myself I wasn't purchasing any more blushes in 2024, but I could not resist when I saw this. It is so stunning. And my Dior Holiday haul will be coming soon. Just yesterday, I placed my order. I secured platinum status for the next year through their loyalty program. If you weren't aware, the entire holiday collection is now available, including all of the makeup pieces, of course, backstage, all of the holiday gift sets, the advent calendars, everything. You know they always throw in extra samples, birthday gifts. I used a promo code for an extra gift with purchase. I am so excited to show you everything that I picked up. I will link all of my favorite holiday gift sets and pieces from the collection down below in the description box because I know many of you are just as excited about this holiday launch as I am. Along with the new makeup, I also recently picked up some Dior nail care. I have never tried this line from Dior before, but I like to do my own fancy manicures at home. This is the Apricot Oil Nutritive Serum. This is the Cream Apricot, the Strengthening Nail Care Cream. And I also got the Dior Vernis Couture color in 878 Victoire. I think this is going to be a really pretty color for fall. When I'm done filming, I'm going to do a manicure so I can show you what this looks like. I'll insert some videos so you can see the color and see these products. They look so luxurious. I feel like this is going to inspire me to get even better with my manicures. Now let's get into this makeup. Today I'm starting with the new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation. This is shade Latte 300N. That's the shade I wear in their stick foundation as well. And it says 1.5% niacinamide. I want to say it has a matte finish, so I'm glad that it has some hydrating skincare ingredients as well because I do have some dry patches on my skin today. And they also sent over this brush, which looks new. This is the Face Base Brush. I'm going to give it a nice shake. I'm excited to try this. Since I'm testing it for the first time, I'm not going to use a primer today. I just want to see what the foundation is like on my skin by itself. This is supposed to be like an Instagram filter in a bottle. Oh, you know what? I do really like that. Ooh. No, I think it's really pretty. Something smells a little bit funny. It could just be the brush since it's brand new. What do we think? Foundation? No foundation. I like that it still looks like skin. So far, it's really pretty. I'm impressed. We've had some really great foundation launches recently. And the shade match looks perfect. I've seen some mixed reviews. Some people really like it. Other people don't really care for it. And I've seen a lot of discussion about the rebrand, the overall aesthetic of the brand. I really don't care what the bottle of the foundation looks like as long as it looks good on the skin. And as long as it wears nicely, I think that's the most important thing. I would say medium coverage, natural finish. It doesn't look too dry. It doesn't look too luminous either. It's somewhere in the middle. Just very skin-like, almost like a tinted moisturizer foundation in one. Can I still see my fine lines and pores? I absolutely can because there is no foundation on earth that's going to completely get rid of them, but I do think it is very forgiving on the skin. Overall, everything still looks nice and smooth as it's going to be with foundation. Next, we're trying the Dior Forever Skin Contour Sculpting Face Stick with Seamless Perfection 24-hour wear and hydration. I went with shade 03 Medium. I've heard incredible things about the new foundation stick. They didn't have my shade in stock, so I signed up to be notified. I think it's actually back in stock. So I'll probably have to pick that up as well, but I was really curious about this contour stick. Already, I prefer this texture to, was it the Too Faced contour stick I tried recently? This one is much better. I'll do a little nose contour. I'm going to stick with the Huda Beauty brush for now. Let's see how this blends. Definitely has more of a cool tone, like a true contour, not a bronzing product. Ooh. Do I look snatched? I love how easy it is to blend. For a cool toned contour stick, it does look pretty natural on the skin once it's blended out. So that's a good thing. For the nose contour, I'm going to use an eyeshadow brush. That way I can be a little bit more precise. The contour stick itself is really incredible. I love this packaging, by the way. The matte black with the silver top is so sleek and chic. It feels weighted. It feels very luxurious, and the product blended really seamlessly. I guess I just don't really contour my makeup usually anymore. Maybe contour is making a comeback since a lot of brands are coming out with contour sticks. But of course, if we're gonna contour, we have to highlight. So I'm going in now with my Dior Forever concealer, the Skin Correct concealer, and this is shade 0N. So it's nice and brightening. I've heard Full Glam 2016 makeup is making a comeback, so we'll probably see more contour, highlight, bronze, full coverage foundations, full coverage concealers coming out. I'm gonna tap out the concealer just a little bit, but I'm not going to blend all of the way. I'm gonna do my concealer trick. I know it looks crazy. This step I do every single time I do my makeup. I might not always contour and do all of the steps, but I always do my concealer this way. It's not just a YouTube hack. So I let it dry down on my face, and then I go in with a setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Now that we've seen the rest of the holiday collections and all of the Sephora gift sets, holiday sets have been released, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Which collections are your favorite? What pieces are you interested in picking up? My top 3 favorite holiday collections this year are still Dior, Chanel, and Guerlain. Those are the 3 that I'm definitely picking up. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am to finally try this powder. This is the new Guerlain Pear Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. Sounds very luxurious. I picked up shade 01 Transparent / Translucent, infused with 24 karat gold and diamond powder, and for the price it should be, this was $95 for this powder. Now, one good thing is that it has 1.2 ounces of product, 35 grams, so it actually has even more than the Chanel, and that's a giant tub of loose powder. I'm not sure it justifies the price, like how much more product you get, but at least it has a little bit more. The packaging is incredibly luxurious. It's showing my fingerprints all over the cap already. Ooh, we get a nice little puff. It's a very soft little Guerlain puff in there. And then, oh, there we go. I couldn't see where I needed to pull. Okay, are you ready? This is going to be so satisfying. Yes, fresh and new. Ooh, I can already smell it. One thing about Guerlain, their products are scented. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, wow. That is finely milled. And it looks matte, which makes me so happy. Yeah, definitely has fragrance. Ooh, but it looks so promising. It is so light. I cannot see any little pieces of powder dust. It's almost creamy. It's so finely milled. I don't want to dirty the cap yet, so I'm just gonna shake up a little powder. First, I want to tap out any tiny creases beneath my eyes. And for this, I'm just going to lightly tap. It's very pretty. Very matte, very bright. It looks very smoothing. You can see I still have shine over here, and over here we are now set. I was going to use the puff to kind of do like a little baby bake on my cheek, this little cheek pad area. I don't really feel like I need to. I'm gonna watch it. What I've been doing is I'll take this little brush. This is from Real Techniques. It's the perfect size, and I'll lightly tap my powder. You know, I set the under eye, and then I'll sometimes go in with a velour poof, and I'll do just a little bit of powder right here where I like this area to be nice and matte. And then I let that sit while I finish the rest of my makeup. I'll do my eyes, do my brows, and then I dust that off. And that way it keeps my face matte in the areas where I want them matte, but I'm not baking right beneath the eye because this area needs to be set with a little bit of powder, but I don't like to pack on a ton of powder there. Otherwise it looks really crepey and dry and dusty. If I feel like I have a little too much shine on my cheeks at the end of the makeup, then I'll go in with the poof. But for now, a little tiny bit is really all you need. Same thing on the other side. I'm excited to see how this wears throughout the day, how it affects the longevity of the makeup. I'm probably going to have to test this with other foundations that I'm more familiar with. It smells nice. It's lightly floral. It's not too overpowering. I don't see any evidence of the 24 karat gold or diamond powder infused. Very finely milled, but flat white setting powder. So it is very brightening. I don't think it added a ton of coverage to the makeup, but I can see it on the skin. It looks really beautiful, but between the powder and the foundation, it does look like I'm wearing a full face of makeup, which I am, so it's fine. Now I definitely need some color to my face, so I'm going in first with this Rouge blush in 388 Triomphe Satin. This is one of the most beautiful compacts from Dior that I think I've ever seen. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and I honestly was planning on not even touching it. I don't have a collection of Dior compacts that I just keep and don't touch. This was going to be the first one, but I have heard a lot of questions. People have asked me what it looks like on the skin, so we're gonna go ahead and use it today. I'm gonna try my best not to mess it up. It honestly pains me to go into this powder. Oh yeah, it's showing up a little bit, but it's so light. Very, very pale pink. It almost looks more like a brightener than a blush. This is making me even more pale. This is doing the opposite of what I was hoping for. I wanted some color to the cheek, but this is actually making my face look lighter. Oh, but it's so pretty. It almost looks like it has a luminous finish to it. Can you see that? I am so curious to see what this looks like on camera. It is very cool, very light, almost like a bright lavender iridescent pink. I probably should have started with this one and then layered the powder on top. I don't want to go overboard, but I feel like I need to add a little something else to the cheek, so I'm going in with the Forever Glow Maximizer in Rosy. Just a little more color to the cheek. I think it works. And then I'm not going to add any additional highlighter on top. I think that would be too much, but I think the cheeks look really fresh and hydrated now. I really like the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer, so I'm going to add just a little bit of this to the forehead. I need a little more color. I've been accused of adding too much bronzer to my face, so I'm gonna do my best not to go over the top, but I just need a little something. And this formula is really blurring. It blends out really nicely and it almost looks like the skin is filtered. It's so pretty. I honestly dread doing my makeup on camera sometimes because the truth is I cannot see. I'm using a tiny little viewfinder that's far away, and then I have the little bitty compact mirror, and sometimes I think it looks fine until I look in the big mirror and I can see the big picture, and that's where I usually do my makeup and I'm like, whoa, that was not what I was hoping for. Or sometimes when I watch the video back, I'm like, yeah, I did apply way too much of that product, but it's because I can't really tell what's going on or what's too much until it's too late. Usually when I'm doing my makeup at the vanity, I feel like it always turns out 10 times better than any makeup I ever do sitting in this chair. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. But I don't think I overdid it. I needed to match my chest. I do have some color. But I'm gonna stop there. I think the complexion is done. My go-to everyday eyeshadow base used to be the Merit Solo Shadow in the shade Vachetta, but I have been on a roll going through products and throwing them in the empties bin, so Vachetta has been done for a while now, and I moved on to Studio. This is still medium intensity, but it's a cooler taupey shade. I think this is really pretty for fall, and I've hit pan already, so I'm going to apply a little bit of this on the lid. My goal is to go through this one before the end of the year as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish it. I hope so, but I really like these cream shadows. They're easy to blend. They go on so thin, so they don't add like a thick layer of cream to the eyelid. You can apply with your fingers or a brush, and then you can blend it out with a fluffy brush just like you would any other powder eyeshadow. This step has been part of my everyday eyeshadow routine for probably the entire year. And then I just change whatever eyeshadow I put on top. I want to keep the look soft, so I'm going in with Dior Tutu all over the lid. It's a really pretty light pink shimmery shade. I think pink is the color of the season. It seems like every brand is coming out with pinks and berries and purples this year. They all got together and decided pink eyeshadow is back. I don't know if you can hear the wind howling outside, but we're getting the outer bands of Hurricane Helen right now. And the weather has been so crazy all day. I want to do something more on the eyes. I feel like these colors are really complementary with this Pillow Talk of Dreams palette from Charlotte Tilbury. So I filled in my eyebrows and I pulled this out. And with this sort of smudgy detail brush, I'm going to go into this brown eyeshadow and I'm going to start just sort of smudging this along the top lash line. Concentrating on the outer lash line. This is such a pretty palette and I love these colors so much. And then with the matte mauve eyeshadow, I'm just going to blend that up into the outer V area. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to start by smudging that brown eyeshadow. I'm sort of missing those long 12-pan palettes that she used to do for the holidays. I still use my original Pillow Talk palette, the black palette, the silver palette from the last few years. It's been a while since she did one of the skinny 12-pan palettes, I think. I loved them. I used to pick them up every single year. Going in the waterline with my Brune Platine eyeliner from Chanel. I curled my lashes, did some mascara, and I have two new products here for lips. I picked up one of these Rouge Dior Contour Lip Liners. I don't have any Dior lip liners except now this one. This is shade 218 Rose Rose. I think it's probably just Rose. It's a traditional pencil lip liner. It comes with a sharpener and a brush on the other side, which is really convenient. I think this is going to be the perfect kind of beigey, rosy nude. I would wear this by itself. Maybe put a little lip glow or lip maximizer on top. I'm going to top it off with this new lipstick from Nars. This is the Explicit lipstick in 882 Unashamed. Hopefully this will match. Yeah, I can make it work. See, this is more of a true rose. It's a really nice fall rose. Gonna blend that into the lip liner, which is a little bit more nude. It's mauvey rose, but it's not too dark, which I really like. And it's nice and creamy. Okay, so I definitely need a little bit more powder. I can tell that my forehead in particular is really shiny. And then I have a lot of shine on the cheek. I don't know if part of that is from the blush, but I think I just need to touch up a little bit. This is the final makeup look for the day. Everything is complete, and overall I think it turned out really nice. I love all of the new products that we tried today. I'm not sure I can still really see the contour stick or notice a huge difference. The blush is really beautiful even though it's very light. And I like the way the eye look turned out. This feels like another fall makeup look. And because we have so many pink eyeshadows coming out, hopefully you feel inspired to use some of your pinks, berries, your mauves. These are the colors of Holiday 2024. So that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts as I put together this look. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.